Hi Stampers! Today we'll be doing this technique called triple stamping. What you will need are a couple of layers. You can do 1 or 2 layers, 3 layers, even more. You can also cut these out in different shapes or turn them different ways when you're all finished, but I'll just show you the basic triple stamping technique. You need, for this card, you'll be using the 3 layers, and I'm showing it as with the backgrounds on it to start with, so that you can see what it will ultimately look like. So I'm just going to be using the white layers right now. Put those aside. And I'm using actually Very Vanilla and Elegant Eggplant in this stamp, in this card. The stamp set I'll be using is Garden in Bloom in the 2015-16 Big Catalog. Alright, the first step is to take the layers and put a repositionable adhesive on them, and I'm going to make this so that it's an even image. And then you could also use the two-way glue. That just takes a little while longer to dry. So this works just as well. It's just a Tombow product. Okay, so these are just stuck with repositionable adhesive. You really don't want to use anything that has a real good stick to it, because it will tear the paper when you try to get it up. I'm using this flower in the stamp set and this leaf. Because I'm using a photopolymer stamp, I want to give it a little bit of padding so that the stamp works a little better. So I'm just using our paper piercing mat and a piece of just plain white paper just to protect the mat. Okay. So we'll just stamp them randomly, and you'll have this little border, like a little white border, but don't worry about that because your other layers will cover that up. Okay, put one here, maybe one here. I get carried away sometimes. Okay, and now we'll just put the leaves on. Again, you can see that white border all the way around here. And I'm using Mossy Meadow for the leaves. Just kind of wherever. Yeah, put some over here. That looks good. Yeah, need some over here. Like I said, I tend to overdo it. Okay, so now that we have that stamped, it's very simple. You will take your base part of the card and just, you'll lay it like that. Use permanent adhesive. And just set it on there like that. Then you'll lift up this, the bottom, the next layer up, add your permanent adhesive, put on your base layer, just line it up. Oops. Okay, and then the next temporary layer. and you'll see that these are lining up so that it looks like one continuous image. The next one. You can also put them on ahead of time, or not ahead of time, but put it on the background, and it might be easier as well. Either way, I'm just showing you two options. And then this gets put on. You want to be a little bit generous with the adhesive because this is pretty heavy with all the layers. Okay, so line it up. There you go. And then for the sentiment, I just using, it says, "Hope you're feeling special today." And it's from that same stamp set. I'll do that in the green, in the Mossy Meadow. And I'm using the new washi tape punch, and it just fits in there. Put that on a piece of the Mossy Meadow. And then I did add some linen thread to the back, and we'll put that on with dimensionals. Now I always cut my dimensionals into halves. You can see they're cut in halves. I do that right away to save on dimensionals, plus you only need about half at a time. So we'll put this on the back. Then we'll use the linen thread. Now because it comes on a card, it has these ridges. To remove the ridges, you just take your thumb against the thread and it just pulls them right out. So we'll just kind of put it like this. So we have a little tail showing. Make a little loop. We'll make it sort of look like a ribbon. Another loop this way. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now we'll put this one tail coming up this way. I'll use one more dimensional right over the top. And there's the card. Very simple technique, but has a great impact. Thanks for watching.